Hi, everybody. All right, so let me just quickly give you guys the rules. KM, you're new to this after party thing, so the lounge chat should be activated for you. If you wanna speak within the context of what we're discussing in this lounge voice chat, through text, of course, you're more than welcome to type it in the lounge chat. So here is the rules. Enjoy yourselves, and let me just quickly confirm if I could hear everybody. Is there anybody with a mic on? Okay, good.
Yeah, bitch.
Good. So yeah, the cam girl thing. I've said enough.
It's a job deal is just the only position you need to have. But some jobs aren't exactly,
Yeah.
ideal or moral or ethical. And I'm all right with unethical things.
Hmm.
I always will be.
I mean, I don't think it's unmoral.
Why?
Because what makes it unmoral? People fuck, it's what people do.
Yeah, I have no problem with that. But you have an obligation to treat yourself like you're somebody that you respect.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's literally the only reason I'm not already a cam girl.
Yeah, I mean, you're kind of following your morals by not doing it. I understand why people try to use that as an excuse, but oftentimes the reason they don't is their morals getting in the way. So they don't get to have it both ways. So, and that's my only real. It's not even a problem with it. It's just a counter argument.
That, and I would have the constant fear that, like, maybe my dad would end up watching a video or something, right, and then I'd just die inside.
Yeah, that'd be bad. I suppose you have, to a lesser extent, you have an obligation to not bring shame upon yourself in context of the family. Not necessarily not bring shame upon the family, but which that might be what happens. Is what if like a dad's coworker finds out about it and then is like, oh, should we tell Jim? I don't know. I feel like we should really tell Jim. If it was me, I'd want you guys to tell me, They go through that process in their head. So at some point you just got to sit there and wonder like,
Yeah, I wouldn't have that, mainly because none of my dad's friends and people sort of know that I exist anyway, so like that wouldn't be a big deal. But yeah, but like still, if he saw that, I'd be like, oh fuck.
Yeah, it definitely wouldn't be good. I mean, there are people who I would never want to stumble across porn of them. It's just like the last thing. And luckily, I can assume that I'm never going to because the internet was beyond their time. And they're just not, internet literate. And I just rest pretty easy knowing that. But some people could surprise you. Like, that just wouldn't be cool. I wouldn't know how to bring that up or deal with that. And I'd probably just ignore it. It's like, they don't want me to know. I'm going to pretend I don't know. I'm pretty good at that. So that just seems like the way to go.
Which reminds me, I'm going to go and eat some food and then come back. So.
All right. See you in a few hours.
Holy shit, how much food do you think I'm going to eat?
I don't know. How much
triggered.
Salad would it take?
Fuck that shit. We've discussed this. We've discussed salad.
Look, man. I'm not letting it
pasta.
go. I'm not. Pasta. Fantastic. Red sauce, white sauce, what?
Red sauce.
Yep, get the fuck out of here.
Wow, what's wrong with red sauce?
It's not white sauce. It's not Alfredo.
Fucking white sauce is disgusting, please.
I was just disagreeing with Betty, but alright. You want to have fighting words.
White sauce, is that like even real? Like, is it even supposed to be eaten with spaghetti?
So an Italian would do pasta with red sauce, originally. If they do it with white sauce, they're being a French person.
I don't know jack shit about the difference between French and Italian. But I do know those Italians won't fucking let you go without eating.
Oh no, that's so
bread.
true.
Like,
yeah, they like to be well fed.
It's almost abusive.
Holy shit, no. Like, they're not on the same level as my family. Like, I can finish a whole meal, and my family are like, are you hungry? Do you want some food? Do you want to eat this? And I'm like, Jesus Christ, I'm already fat. Leave me alone. Stop feeding me.
Yeah. At some point, you just got to be like, you guys are enabling me. Like, I'm trying to eat garden salads and take a right course in my life, but no.
Wait, say garden salad again?
Garden salad.
Is that supposed to be a diss?
Somewhat.
Oh my god.
Just a little bit. A well-fed, free-range Betty. Not bad, Shy. Not bad. Farm-to-table Betty.
I don't
You got
feel
that
free
super
range.
metabolism. Well, just because you can only walk a few steps doesn't mean you're not on the range. What?
Fuck you, I'm modelling to eat pasta.
Sounds good. Have second and third helpings. Make your family proud.
Yeah, I probably will.
Okay, I'm
That's a
still
good call.
eating.
I'll see you when you get back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know if Betty was there when Little Britain was airing. Have you watched that show, Betty?
Little Britain.
Little Britain.
Oh my god, Little Britain, yeah, I know that shit.
You know the
What is
scene
Little
when? Oh, sorry. What was
You
that?
know the most offensive British TV show to ever been created, yeah?
You know the scene
I'm
when
looking at
this that bald guy, the fat one.
yeah.
he was trying to he was doing this whole thing where he teaches all these fat people to lose weight.
When did your problems with weight begun?
It started in school. The kids would tease me. And the more they teased me, the more I'd eat.
But he's actually the one, yeah, who needs to lose weight.
When he's the woman, the leader of the class.
Yeah, that's it. I don't know. The whole conversation reminded me of that scene. Like, do you remember how it goes?
Yeah.
Yeah, just anybody, just.
He was just full on ragging all these fat people.
It didn't age well because literally one of the conversations, like one of the jokes in it, is that this woman is, I think she's Indian, and she's speaking perfect English just with an Indian accent.
Right, yeah, I remember that.
And the woman's like, I have no idea what she's saying. But no, not a clue, not a clue. So like, it's like proper racist.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the cast right now, and I have to watch this shit.
Yeah, it's worth checking
all
out.
of it is offensive. Literally, all of it is offensive. But I feel like it was supposed to be offensive. That was the point of it.
Yeah,
So.
it was
It's
accepted at the
Yeah.
time.
50-year-old show. Like right
Didn't
at the
age
time
well
when,
at all.
when like offensiveness was at its peak, 2003. You could almost get away with anything in 2003.
Well, almost.
That's why I said almost.
Yeah. The past follows you, though.
Yeah. Yeah. There are things we can't undo. And okay, all right. It's actually kind of funny. David Williams hints that Little Britain may return to our screens. That was 20 hours ago.
Oh my
Little
god,
Britain's in the
no.
news right now.
No, it cannot. It cannot.
Dude, one day ago, The Sun reported that David Williams said Little Britain to
Walliams.
return. Walliams. Yeah, wow, what a fucking name, Walliams.
Yeah, there was
Never mind.
already a David Williams, so he had to change his name.
Yeah. But he apparently had this feud with the big guy, bald, fat guy, Matt Lucas. But they've gotten everything all patched up now, and they want Little Britain to return after 12 years.
Oh no, that will not go well. That will not.
Dude. Oh, wow.
Britain was not the PC culture that it is today. Back then, it will just kill their careers, I think.
Well, I mean, if they haven't had their show on in 12 years, What have they been doing since? Have they been successful?
Oh, they've done different shows.
Are they still primarily known for Little Britain?
No, they're just known as comedians in general.
Hmm. I don't know. I think the world could do with a little bit of a needless, offensive comedy. I'm pretty sure that would be a good
the
thing.
skits. I'll go through the skits that they had. Right, so they had the really fat woman who liked to get naked. They had the transgender, not transgender. Was it transgender or transsexual? I can't remember. It was like a cross between transgender, transsexual character that was very offensive.
Hermaphrodite, is that what they
Yeah.
called it?
No, it was supposed to be transgender, but they were really playing it off as transsexual. Yeah, it was confusing basically.
Hmm.
Yeah, there was the disabled guy who wasn't really disabled, like it was
Like-
fucked up basically.
I can't think of a reason why it shouldn't come back, especially in the climate that we find ourselves in right now. The more offensive, the better. Even if it kills their careers, worth a shot. Seems like the people who aren't backing down from people trying to control them are the ones who get the absolute most respect. So if you say the most fucked up thing and don't apologize, the world loves you.
Yeah, it's very much a case of they say offensive things for the shock value, though. It's not like they are like inherently like racist or sexist or anything like that. It's just they like that shock.
Yeah. And I can't see anything wrong with that. Like, I don't care what you say. The idea that I get to determine what's in your head or heart based on that is just laughable. And the idea that, people do that all the time. They just think they get to decide what somebody actually meant. Doesn't work that way. So, I'm for it coming back. Little Britain, bring it on. Fucking 7.7
The only thing
out of
that's a
IMDb.
little bit worrying. The only thing that's a little bit worrying is David Walliams. Since then, has been doing children's books. He's now a children's book author, and so a generation of children know him as an author of these books. So, I mean, if they see his name anywhere and try and watch it, like that's going to be horrifying.
Wow. That's funny. People whose career trajectory changed massively, but as their fan base grew up, since they were well known among children, they just got more worse. And I think of things like South Park, because you look at South Park, and it's shocking that people used to think it was like the most raunchy thing on TV, even though it was, because it's so tame. Whereas if you look at South Park now, it's like, that's, what do you expect? It's South Park. There is no line. But that's all I can think of. I can't think of a better example.
To be fair, we already had like fucking crazy TV shows in England, like before South Park. So when South Park came out, my family just like were cool with it. They were like, "Oh look, there's fucking South Park again. Let's watch South Park." Because, like I said, British TV used to be fucking insane. There was so much shit. I swear to God.
Damn, I wish America would have been cool about South Park. People did not take kindly to South Park becoming a cult hit immediately.
I mean, I remember my dad got me a birthday card that was a birthday card with chef on it that said "suck on my chocolate salty balls." And like,
yes,
that's just how it was in England. That's just how.
Right, so KM is new in addition to this after party. So would you like to do a quick intro, KM? I don't think I've known you too well either, so go for it.
Is there anything you'd like?
Let's start with locations, hobbies, etc.
I'm 18 years old, I'm Dutch, and I like playing video games and being toxic.
Woo! We like a good Dutch person in here. You are very well.
Aki, I can't say how much Aki makes me miss the 90s. You are
Yeah, that's right.
you are
What?
the soul. She doesn't even know. That's how amazing it is. Like, she doesn't even know that she encompasses the spirit of the before 4 time.
Yeah, Aki, your dress code is very
Oh.
relatable for us with our
Yeah.
childhood.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
I mean, I don't like what people are wearing these days, so
Mm.
I kind of make my own style, but it's not really my own style because it's.
Well, you keep it classy for us, anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm all about that. I support that.
Just be
Thank you.
scrolling down Instagram, and I'm like, dude, dude, wow.
Wait,
It's
90s
good.
fashion? Is that like jelly shoe?
You know, high-waisted pants.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
stuff
Very,
that
very
looked good.
fluffy, fluffy, wavy sleeves. Things that were just made you strain, like the words that I'm looking for. It's amazing. I don't know, depending on the person makes it good, but in general, you look at it and you think, wow, that's a human.
What is the fashion now?
Wear tight pants.
That's one of them.
Short shorts for ladies?
I think leggings
plastic
has replaced
was a
short
thing.
shorts.
What's that, Aki?
Supposed to wear
Plastic was a
shorts
thing.
over.
Oh, God. All right.
What was that, Aki?
Yeah, let's try again.
Plastic was a thing.
Oh, damn it. There was no interruption this time. Yeah, plastic leggings. Okay. And what did you say,
No,
Betty?
but like plastic pants.
No, I said you're supposed to wear shorts over leggings, like not just as the.
Right. The Aussie girls, they only wear short shorts and maybe some type of a singlet, like a simple one, during summer. Like, Cookies would know all about that. Gel bait magnet.
What's a singlet?
You know what
Oh.
a singlet is?
Yeah, tank top.
It's what you think of when you think of a vaudeville kind of trickster.
Oh, you mean like a wife beater?
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Yeah, close enough. But it's also like a mix of a wife beater and tidy whities. So have fun with that. I'm pretty sure that if it was a tank top, it would be a doublet. But if it was a singlet, it would have the strap going over one shoulder.
Yeah, Grizzly, have you been finding a problem with I can't sentence right now. Why do I even bother talking today? What I wanted to say was I've been struggling to find time to do anything lately because of adulty responsibility. Have you been having the same problem as well?
Well, I like to be macro efficient, meaning I do one thing for 8 hours at a time, but that just doesn't work as an adult. You gotta figure out how to do something for 15 minutes and focus in on it for as much of that 15 minutes as possible, and then just stop so that you can do something else. That's what I'm stuck in with the whole truck driving deal. But I much prefer to do something for 5 to 8 hours at a time.
Mm.
And if I don't let that go, I find myself with a list of things to do stacking up to an impossible height. So all the shit that I have to do just feels overwhelming. It's like, why even start? Just gonna let it keep growing. So that's all I can recommend. Little things like I prefer doing things like this. You started this hours ago, maybe 4 hours ago now.
Yeah.
So, and we've still got another hour and a half at very least in the after party. So doing things for this long period of time, just one thing, is exactly how I like doing things, but it just can't be done like this all the time, which makes me sad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I relate. I've been meaning to
Those-
catch up on so many games that I already purchased on Steam. Keep thinking that I could, find time to play it, but I just can't.
Yeah. You buy it like, I'll find the time.
Yeah.
I'll find the time. There will be a Sunday. Then Sunday comes and it's like, huh.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Or, you find that 1 hour or two and it just doesn't feel like free time because there's always fucking something.
Yeah.
It's so strange because you sit there with that 1 hour before you know you need to go to bed. And knowing you need to go to bed becomes the chore.
Yeah.
And then, like, when the time arrives, another chore starts of going to sleep when you're not tired. I mean, it's I don't like it. Not a fan. Not a fan.
Yeah. Kids, don't grow up. Don't do it.
No, fuck all that.
I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck all
I
that.
was the same, but I'm still a student.
Yeah, I
But
guess.
instead of
Hmm.
not having time, I just like make time, but I should be working.
Hmm.
Uh-huh.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
it's a-
deadline. So, yeah.
I can't say if it's the same thing though, because once you start paying bills, you can't afford to procrastinate.
Yeah.
But more about
mean-
time and etc.
Mm.
That's the same for me. But like, yeah, I know bills. I'm happy I live with my parents
Mm. Yeah.
Yeah. Enjoy that.
for now. Yeah.
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 It's just, what you exchange for not paying bills is less time, but ironically more freedom. Because despite the fact that you don't have as much time, nobody tells you what to do. And it's this weird mix of having no time at all, but being free. And that'll confuse you for about, I say, 4 years till you finally hit a level of stability where it's like, okay, this is not terrible. Cool.
There's one thing that I disagree on. I wouldn't say well, kids don't have anyone telling them what to do. I think they have the choice to listen, but instead, yeah, with us, yeah, we don't really have that option.
Yeah, because if they choose to not listen, what are the real consequences?
Mm.
Like it's not like a parent's gonna kick their kid out and be homeless. I mean, I guess that could happen, but it seems like criminal charges would be brought upon the parents, so the parents are actually punishing themselves by doing that. But if an adult just doesn't follow the rules, which is another version of being told what they're supposed to do, they don't go to work and they don't get a job and they don't pay their bills, you got some real fucking consequences.
Mm.
Homelessness, extreme poverty, hunger. Yeah, it's not a good time. So it's just a version of freedom.
Yeah.
I can vouch for that not being a good.
So
As
long
can
story
I.
short, though, get off my lawn.
That's right.
Hmm.
Fucking. Feels like a crime to swear at children. Like I want to. There's no denying it, but it's like, I feel like I'm gonna get a summons. Like,
Really?
you
I
can't
swear-
say that to a
I swear-
4-year-old.
I swear at children all the time.
Do you swear like I swear at people?
Well, I mean, if they're being little shits, then I tell them to fuck off.
That's nice in comparison.
Hello.
You come at them with some, your mother should have swallowed you, you little fucking brat.
Okay, I don't go that far, Jesus.
Would you yell at children, Tappy?
I don't like yelling and I don't like when people yell, so I will. But I think like you can raise your children so that you don't have to yell at them. I don't know, but not a lot of people do that. They just yell at the
No.
children.
There's no way around that. There's no way around the fact that yelling at kids does the exact kind of harm that physical abuse does. People don't like to hear that, but it's fucking true.
Yeah, like if
So
you
you can
yell at
definitely
your
raise your
kids,
kids
they're
that
going
way.
they're going to yell back at you.
That too. That's
Yes.
one. They learn how to solve problems by being just fucking brats more than anything else. They don't learn patience. Because if you're being a little shit and your parents just sitting there looking at you, waiting for you to calm down because they're not getting a response out of you, the kid's going to get bored quick, thus the tantrum's going to stop quick. Like, you do that over the course of years, a kid learns that patience is the way to go about dealing with something that is annoying you to no end.
I think
No.
a lot of kids should learn like patience first, and also like parents like force their kids to like sit still and stuff. I don't think that's good. Like you have to do that in society, but
Right.
if they have like so much built up energy from just sitting still all day and stuff, it's not. They're just gonna just take it out on their parents because I don't know.
Yeah. Especially boys, but all kids in general are just bundles of fucking energy. And I suppose like making them sit down is like a good like alternative punishment, because when it comes to discipline, like the best course of action is minimal necessary force. If you decide you absolutely need to hit your kids, it's like, okay, what did you try beforehand? And if you sit there and make a laundry list of all the shit you tried beforehand, it's like, you know what? I can forgive that a lot easier than somebody who just went to hitting their kids as the first measure of discipline.
Like I think the thing to do, like not like to punish your kids like directly, but to like do some form of thing where they like think about what is like wrong about their behavior. Like
I think I'm okay with people hitting the kids. Like, I mean, I don't mean battering shit out of them, obviously, but like, I mean, I got hit as a kid, and that's how I learned what was right and wrong.
that's
All right.
illegal in my country.
Fire in the hole
Yeah.
for the comments that follows
It's
after
just-
that comment.
Well, you didn't learn right from wrong that way. I mean, that's objectively true. The only way that would be the case is if you got talked to afterwards. And all that meant is they used a lazy parents version of discipline, and then immediately after used a smart version of discipline. And they told you why you got hit and why it was wrong.
Yeah, that's
Because
it.
all they wanted was your immediate compliance so that you would listen to them. But they could have been patient, and they could have waited.
Yeah, you
or
gotta make
used
a
different
point.
method to make you listen.
Yeah, explain
You
a
know?
purpose.
You
for
did
that
not
action.
learn. Did not learn right from wrong from the violence. All you did was get put in a position where your immediate compliance was gained through violence, so that you would listen. So that's not where that comes from. And it's a very poorly articulated instance of the events that happened.
No, I mean, you are right. They did used to sit me down and say, like, they didn't tell me, they didn't say, like, this is what you did wrong. They would sit me down and say, okay, so what did you do wrong? Why did you get hit? And then I'd have to answer the question. So.
Right. And it's actually exactly right, because what they did, that is very smart. Like, if they were to ask, why did you get punished, or why did we stop this from happening, it might have taken longer for you to sit there and realize, oh, I'm in trouble, I need to immediately comply. But, you know, it's good to at least make you think about it. Make you come to your own conclusions about why what you did had that kind of consequence. So there's something to that, but it all stems from the talk afterwards. The hitting did nothing.
Little bit of trouble though, because a lot of kids these days don't get hit when their parents are punishing them. They don't get hit, and that's fair enough. That's fine. But I feel like they also don't make them understand what they did wrong. So there seems to be, in England at least, a lot of feral kids recently that are genuinely just feral. Like the parents don't discipline them, the teachers don't discipline them, nobody disciplines them, so they're just little arseholes.
Yeah, I see that too.
I mean, most definitely. And that, it really is hard to sit there and decide what that is, because, you know, 40 years ago, like our grandparents raising our parents, one of them most likely stayed home. And then our parents, one of them, well, we spent maybe an hour together per day. Like there was some actual child and parent bonding. Now, with single mothers being so common, and fathers not having access to their kids, and people not spending so much time around their kids per day, it's like, well, we seem to have a proximity problem where kids aren't around their parents enough, and when they are around them, nothing's actually being done in a productive way to change their behavior. Parents are just focused on enjoying their time with their kids, or just constantly yelling because the kid doesn't listen to them in the first place, and nothing is accomplished by yelling.
To be honest, like, yeah, you're kind of right about the yelling, about that not really being productive. I don't remember ever being scared of yelling, but I remember like whenever my parents were like, "You've got 5 seconds," and then they would count down, and it'd be like
Right.
5, 4, 3, and I knew that by 1 I had to be doing the right thing, otherwise I was fucked. So
There was something, or the whole the mother saying, "You wait till your father gets home." Like, I mean, there's that threat of like, "Oh no, oh I forgot Dad exists. Oh no," you know. So that or when they say your middle name, like, you know, that's a rough one too. Like, you know, some violence is gonna occur.
that is the scariest thing ever.
Hmm. That's rough because, you know, I got raised by a stepdad. Yeah, I have nothing against him, but like, there's like, the data is clear that step parents are far more violent than biological fathers or biological parents in general, because stepmothers and stepfathers are orders of magnitude more cruel. And it would be one of those things where like he'd hit his son and his son would cry, and then he'd hit me, but I wouldn't cry. So he'd continue hitting me until I cried because that's the effect he's after. It's like, oh, what a dick. You know, the end result was what mattered, not the actual punishment, because I just wouldn't react. You don't give him like the satisfaction, just like stubborn kind of deal. So that's another problem, because parents are after a specific kind of response sometimes. That just means that one kid might get a harsher punishment than the other just because they're stubborn.
Yeah, I actually, like, there was me and my sister, right? And my sister's like a very sensitive person. Like, if you say the wrong words to her, she'll cry, that kind of thing. Whereas I was never like that. I've always been very much like, maybe I'd cry if you battered the shit out of me, but apart from that, yeah. So, like, me and my sister's discipline was very different, and it shows in the way that we've been brought up. Like, I feel like my sister got everything handed to her on a plate, and now she still expects that as an adult. And so she's having a very rough time not getting everything on a plate right now, and whereas I never expected it on a plate to begin with. So
Yeah, that definitely has its advantages in your favor. Anybody who's, you know, handed a certain amount of things, they don't develop the toolkit required to earn things, and they just get pretty resentful about the fact that things aren't going their way, and just a bad time in general. So I don't know if I pity that, because, you know, you got things handed to you and things were so easy for a while. Poor you. But also I can recognize, like, oh, you're probably not going to have a good time of things. Poor you. You know what I mean? I'm both serious and not serious about pitying them at the same time.
yeah.
Was she the baby, right? She was the youngest sister?
She was the older sister.
Oh, shit. That's usually the opposite of how things go. Don't fucking do it, Shy.
Country road
No!
to a place I will
No! Oh,
West
God damn it,
Virginia!
it's going. Why would you people do that? Why?
Take me home, country road.
I have to hear that. I have to hear that. I don't even choose to hear that. Somebody, I wonder who it could be that makes me think of it all the time. Typing now makes me hear that in my head way too often. I never choose to hear that. And here you all are, and Shy. How dare you? How dare you? It's not deja vu. I'm not talking to you. I'm not talking to you, Sean. We're not dealing with you right now. I'm ignoring. I don't like earworms, man. I don't appreciate when shit gets stuck in my head against my will. It's like being raped, which is the best thing I can come up with. So, fuck it.
Poopity scoop.
No. But you know what? I'm a sick fuck. I like a quick fuck. Whoop. I'm a sick fuck. I like a quick fuck. Whoop. You're such a fucking hoe. Mm-hmm. Betty,
Yeah.
are you a sick fuck?
Yeah, I like a quick fuck.
Oh, there's this one thing that we've neglected to discuss, and it happened in the previous weekend party. What the fuck was it? Hold on, give me a moment. I know I remember this.
You brought it up without having it in mind.
I know there
Now
was
you're
something.
gonna make us wait.
Give me a moment. It was something to do with pop.
Pop like soda or pop like music? I'm imagining music.
Music.
Okay. Oh, why pop? I remember. It was whether or not it's easy to write a pop song.
There we
Something
go.
like
Yeah.
that.
There you go.
Yeah. And it's
I'd
actually
say,
rather difficult, even if it's formulaic. There are people who have parodied it. Think of Bo Burnham's repeat stuff, repeat stuff, repeat stuff. You know, he's got like really, really good lines.
Talking about how vague, like I love how your torso has an arm on either side. I love the look in your brownish, bluish, greenish eyes, you know, like really good lines like that.
And then you think of John LaJoie, who was that guy who wrote the "Show me your genitals, show me your genitals, your genitalia." He wrote a bunch of like pop radio friendly songs that were talking about being pop and radio friendly. But it still takes a massive amount of creativity to parody those pop songs. Even if things are formulaic, you have to be in the 95th percentile of creative people on the planet to do it. And if somebody who's not creative looks at it, that takes no talent. And that sounds miserable.
And of skill to even approximately approach the kind of final product it would take. Is she doing this right now? You little bitch. You.
All right. So
Is this a new type of elitist?
I think the focus was on whether or not you require talent to sing a pop song.
It depends on if you're using autotune or not.
Yeah.
Because I can just pick a key and I can make you in tune, and that's that.
Mm.
And I can turn the release all the way up, turn the attack all the way up, pick the key, and then have different like vocal tracks where it's all different ascending and descending scales based on that key. Give you a really unique flavor depending on each line. Maybe even separate word from word to get the exact note choices that I want out of you. And bam, you know, pop song. But that still requires skill. You could sing it, but somebody else with skill will have to mix it and master it. Because that's where the art is. Cunt. Bitch.
All right. Glad we had that talk.
That's my position on it.
Whenever I go somewhere to witness a performance,
Go ahead, Chuck.
I expect it to be somewhat what's that? Fuck. Flakes, fuck you. You made me forget what I was about to say. But
whenever you go to see a performance,
I want to see something being done which I cannot do, if that makes any sense. Like I want to be impressed. Yes, sometimes with the concerts that tours around the world, let's say, for example, Ariana Grande. I don't see the reason
why are you appealing to her right now? Like she's being a dick, and you're just like giving her this favor.
I don't understand the reason why you would attend these concerts.
Meaning? Wow.
The tap of rage.
Here comes the escalator again, doing his fucking escalating.
Yeah, he's totally doing that shit right now.
Yeah,
Not bad,
so what you're saying is that you wouldn't want to go to an Ariana Grande concert because it's something that you can do. You can sing like Ariana Grande. Jesus.
No,
fuck. I never
I'm
knew.
saying I'm not
You should have
impressed.
your own-
Listen, woman.
So, you're not impressed by Ariana Grande. That doesn't seem like a purposeful. So don't go. Not bad.
I caught another one. I'm reeling it in.
Well, she started typing and then she stopped. She didn't want to play your game. Oh, she's at it again. Oh, there we go.
A quick one.
She's mad. Yeah. You got a little bit. She's low key pissed. So I suppose my question, if I were to take anything that you just said seriously, and I don't know why I would, but what if the writing and the putting together of a production is the extremely impressive part of a performance, even if the performance is laced with things like autotune that make mistakes impossible. Don't. I thought I heard some clicking or tapping. So, like Bo Burnham's Don't Think I Could Handle This song at the end of his special Make Happy, where it's just a whole bunch of auto-tune, but it's a brilliant commentary. Like, it's amazing. Even though he can't make a mistake, because it's all auto-tune. All he's got to do is remember it. Somebody else behind the soundboard is doing all the things. Is that not impressive?
Yeah. Where does it count? Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
focus, I guess.
Because it clearly takes brilliance to create something like that. But all the work goes into the creating of it rather than the performing of it.
Maybe we should start dissecting, Ariana Grande songs lyrics. We could probably get into that.
Oh yeah, we could talk shit. All right, cool. All right, how about which one does she like most?
I'm sure Flakes would appreciate that.
Breathe in and breathe in and breathe in and breathe in.
Oh, that's
the poetry.
Wow.
The poetry, man. Can you?
Is that Shakespeare?
Clearly.
Yeah, clearly. I mean, better than Shakespeare. And all right, let me see if I can give you another line. I mean, I feel like I need to hit you with something serious. Oh, did you mute her? You can't mute her.
There was a lot of tapping and Grizzlies moved.
I'll be honest, I actually like the lyrics to God Is a Woman.
In all seriousness.
When the majority of your fan base like young people, it takes skill to be able to say, when you fuck me, you're gonna call me God, without specifically saying that.
Welcome back, Grizzly.
We've started.
Why did I go away?
Someone moved you.
Who could have possibly done that? Well, I was gone for about 45 seconds, and it feels like the subject changed.
No, we were still talking. I bet it was just continuing.
All you missed was me saying that the lyrics to God Is a Woman are pretty good. It's like, I fuck you so good, you'll be like, you God, bitch. But like, without saying that, that's what she said. It's very much how I feel.
What kind of laugh can go after a confident statement like that? That is the wrong laugh.
But if I've been to her concert once, right? And the audience that I've seen, I don't think God Is a Woman is the type of song that she should be producing for her fan base. But she was probably aiming for the people outside of her demographic, right? I would assume.
Yeah. Problem is people don't get to choose their fan base. And if I figured out that my fan base was like children, I wouldn't change anything, because that is fucking irrelevant to me. I'm sure it's not irrelevant to her. She thinks about it in terms of business. She has to.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's her responsibility to cater to an audience, no matter who they are, at all.
Yeah. The fan base chooses you.
She also has to understand that, her fan base, like strong fan base, may be young, but they're probably not the people buying her music. I mean, to get her up in the charts and that, it's the people with money that are buying the music.
Also known as parents.
Yep.
Which have to approve of it if they give a fuck.
Well, clearly they don't, because they're all buying.
Yeah. I'm placing my bets squarely on the don't give a fuck tile. So yeah, there's that. I think they could give a fuck and buy it at the same time. They just be like, you're 8. You know what fucking is.
Good talk.
Nobody? Nobody's on board with that.
But yeah, going back to the whole brainwashing kids to buy your shit topic. Yeah. Man, what a smart idea. What a brilliant
Brainwashing
idea.
children.
Sorry, what was that?
Brainwashing children.
Yeah, isn't that what? Actually, never mind. I will not complete that sentence. But yeah, Logan Paul, Jake Paul, buy that merch.
Right.
Yeah, they're
Buy that.
millionaires.
But oh no, Flakes is muted. How fucking sad.
There you go, Flakes. You're no longer muted. It should work now. There we go.
Wow, it's at least you didn't take advantage of that right away.
It's been a fun conversation so far, I feel like. But let me pick on the new guy though. Yeah, so KM, let's talk about you.
Oh god.
That's right,
Padfoot's gonna
Padfoot.
fuck you up. Padfoot's gonna fuck him up.
Padfoot sends the new guy. KM, besides gaming, was there any other hobbies that you like to do in your spare time?
I like sailing, but that's not really something I can do in my spare time.
Sailing?
Yeah. Grab a boat, start, and just go on the water and do.
Can you give us more details? Do you own a boat, or well, I would assume your parents, or
No, I rent a boat.
okay.
Wait, here, I'll show you.
Take a picture from the bow.
Well, this is a first. I've never met a person who sails. Ah.
It's a very tiny picture.
Yeah,
But
very
I can
small.
see you're hanging off the back there.
That's okay.
Starboard. Yeah.
Okay,
I
so
see you just
right, it's this. It's one of those small ones. I was thinking like a ship. I don't know why.
Yeah, the micro penis of the sea. And people are shitting on you right now, KM.
This somehow hurts my feeling.
Yeah.
And yeah,
So you
Flakes,
gotta accept it because you wanted to be toxic on a stream.
That is very true.
Let's all just stop being bullies for a moment and appreciate the fact that this guy does more stuff than we do. Like, he leaves the house.
You got.
Why did Betty say that we should stop being bullies for a second? Does she fucking know where she is? Nonsense. So all I heard was.
Well,
that is not how whales sound at all.
It's close enough. At least you knew what I was getting at. You knew what I was getting at. Therefore, that joke landed. That shit hit the ground running.
right.
I'm actually offended. I'm gonna leave.
Aw, Betty, don't leave.
Don't leave.
Wait, don't sound too fucking happy about it, Jesus.
We'll miss you. Don't leave.
I mean, if you want to go for it.
I was right.
God, everybody.
Even KM.
And the best part is he just knocked your ass down after you suggested that people stop being bullies so we could appreciate him. It's like, I like this guy. It was a good opportunity to shit on Betty.
Why is it that you sound so masculine in the text chat, but when you speak in voice chat, you sound so adorable, Flakes? Why is that?
Oh, she doesn't like that. She's not gonna like that. For example, aww, so sweet.
It's like a vicious chihuahua.
That was my nickname 3 years ago.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Wait, your nickname was Vicious Chihuahua?
Angry.
Chihuahua.
Bonjour.
Did I hear bonjour?
Je suis un pomme de terre.
Hon to you too.
Je ne parle pas baguette.
Croissant.
I see you speak baguette as well.
Oui, moustache.
Asians are getting some biasing from Harvard University, so they're not being accepted. What about that, huh? White people?
Asians not getting
people who
accepted
score highest
in some university. So why is that? Like, are
Oh,
they
because they score higher.
not
They
accepting
score
any Asians? Like, how is that even?
Because we got discipline.
discipline.
what?
Yeah, and you have a standard deviation higher IQ. So your average IQ across Asians is about 5 points higher than the national average, whereas the
I'm
Hasidic
confused.
Jew population is about 15 points higher. So Asians just do better in school. So they grade them on a curve.
Why do you stop
and
talking?
Wow.
I don't. I thought you were like going on about something. Oh, there's a link.
Oh
Wait.
my god.
Oh wow, I hadn't scrolled down. My launch chat was like stuck. Like I hadn't seen it.
elsewise known as you weren't paying attention or keeping up. And those who were, you told to stop talking.
That's
Maybe
Wow.
don't do that again.
Oh man, that was
Oh
some
my
real
God.
hard slam dunk. I appreciate that moment. Where were we at again?
I ain't saying shit.
It's over.
Why don't you
It's
take over,
over.
Tappy?
Hey, go ahead, Tappy.
Yeah.
what?
You got this, man.
Why me?
Go ahead. Why not you?
I was go ahead doing what? I was so
Hmm.
confused about what you guys
We were talking about the Harvard University discriminating against Asian Americans who wants to get in.
Is this a school assignment? Because
No,
I'm feeling like this is a school assignment.
this is just a general discussion. For those who doesn't really know about this Harvard University controversy that's been going on, so this university has been not accepting in Asians if you're white, black, or maybe some other race other than Asian. They would score you with the academic fucking what's the word? A skill
Median
that
and
you have.
equivalent.
Mm,
Yeah.
yeah, but
Whereas if you're Asian, you have to score higher than your academic median or equivalent to be considered to
But-
get in. And
Plus-
it's all based on diversity
yeah.
quotas.
and there's also that personality rating as well that they go through for some reason. Yeah, it's only Asians that go through that.
That's stupid.
I think like my audio goes out sometimes. Maybe that's why I'm so confused.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah. So
Something
no.
to keep in mind.
That's it.
In the US, they value diversity more than like. So that is something to do. You should keep in mind. And a lot of Asians are getting into high schools because they're so to increase diversity, they like accept less Asian people. That's something I agree with, but that's their thing.
yeah.
I don't know. I just
But
think people
diversity.
should be accepted from like their score, but I don't think people are scored very well either.
Oh yeah, yeah. Because not all of us are academically smart.
Yeah,
Yeah, you could be creatively smart. You could be.
and you could be like smart in other stuff than they
Yeah.
teach in school, and then you are just limited to things that are in school.
Yeah.
It's also this thing about Asians always being smart, but I don't think every Asian person is smart, and then
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
just go like really higher. What's going on? But maybe you're not that smart.
and how do they define Asian? Because like I don't know.
Asians become academically smart because in Asian culture, beating your kids is still acceptable. That's still a thing.
Oh god, we're going back to this again.
Yeah,
I know what he's trying to do. He's trying to escalate. I'm not biting.
Ever
Next.
since I mentioned the escalator. Well, I didn't even mention the escalator actually. You guys started calling me an escalator. I said I'm talented at escalating things.
Yeah, yeah. And half the people don't notice when you do it. And that's funny. But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
not a talent I'd brag about.
Yeah, I wasn't bragging. I was merely answering a question.
A question that you asked yourself.
Using merrily.
I didn't ask that myself. You asked me what my talent was.
Your talent is beating
that how it
kids.
went?
What?
Wait, what? Alright, yeah, enough about Harvard. How about this, though? Corner Store Caroline? People are familiar with that?
Oh my.
Oh, fucking
Right.
that's just a drama
What?
queen.
I love this story so much.
I've
So
seen
he
that
just
story.
walked past her.
Yeah, the kid's bag just brushed her ass, and yeah, she made a whole fuss about it, saying that the 9-year-old
That's
touched her
why.
ass.
That's why it's like scary to like ride the subway. Like I don't know where to put my hands.
All right, yeah, but yeah, good thing this happened in the store where there was a camera. Like,
Yeah, and it's funny. Right as the kid passes,
Yeah.
he immediately just
yeah,
freaking out.
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
I feel like
It's
those
also-
type of people are just looking to make a scene, just will hop onto every opportunity to get.
I wonder what kind of harassment she has gone through to like immediately accuse a child of something like that. Who would touch your ass though, lady? Like,
She's leaning against the counter and, you know, maybe bent
Are
at
you working
a
this
80-degree angle.
I feel like we all have a life.
Mhm.
Tappy, I like that. I like that about you. Just unintentionally savage.
Yeah, but that was savage to myself too.
I can feel the innocence in your voice.
Yeah.
Live action My Hero Academia film is in the works. Yay!
No.
Another Death Note. Yay!
Netflix, fucking stop, please.
I mean, the Erase was good. The live action of that.
Mm.
I think I already
Witcher
said.
one?
No, I actually one. It's not as bad. It may. No, never mind. I just shut up.
I mean, Erase live action wasn't bad.
Yeah.
Wasn't bad. In my opinion, anyway. Yeah, I didn't think it was great. I thought Bleach was great. Bleach was well done, I feel like. And there was this one other live action that I was really impressed by. Full Metal Alchemist. Although the plot wasn't solid. But yeah, they caught that element that Full Metal Alchemist had. Yeah. And if Dwayne The Rock Johnson was All Might, I would not be angry at all. I will not be mad. He's so perfect for the role. Which song was that?
I'm loving it.
Oh.
Fuck off.
Yeah.
I heard two pa at the beginning. If that makes any sense.
I say burgers. She does the I'm loving it thing. I
Okay.
suddenly change my mind about buying everybody burgers. That's not how this works.
I started imagining the Incredibles theme song.
Yeah, I thought about the Incredibles thing.
Da da da
Yeah.
da 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 da.
Yeah. Oh my god. The second movie though, actually.
I loved it. I needed more of Jack Jack.
Please, no
and
spoilers.
That's what they gave.
Please,
You
no
haven't
spoilers.
seen
I
it?
still want to watch. No.
KM hasn't
How?
watched it yet. Don't spoil. Don't spoil. No spoilers. Don't tell him anything about how Jack Jack saves the day.
Oh, fuck you. That's fine. That happens every time.
Well, I haven't spoiled anything. Of course, the hero is gonna win. That's how all these Marvel
I'm
movies
sick
goes.
of that. I don't like it.
Honestly, I want to see a fucking movie where the heroes tried their bestest and just couldn't.
I mean, Infinity War.
Oh, that's
Yeah, more like
that's
that.
connected though to another movie.
Yeah, and it's consequenceless.
Mm.
You know
Infinity
it
War
is.
is like the first.
Game of Thrones,
Right.
on the other hand.
Yeah, I was about to
Yes,
say it's got to be an epic series where the good guys lose all the time, but even the good guys have their faults.
Yeah, Game of Thrones is ending.
There's Dexter, but I think we're supposed to, think Dexter's the protagonist, but he's a bad guy that always wins.
Thank you so much for watching that after party. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you next time, or talk to you next time, or let you listen to this video next time. Whatever. Bye.